I was really inspired by a video I just watched by a YouTuber that I love and I'm subscribed to named Claudia Boleyn. And she was discussing kind of the topic of criticism and how I think she worded it positivity. I'm not sure how she worded it, but it had to do with fandoms and being so positive that, you know, like any form of criticism you see as like, you know, no, don't do that. You know, the discussion of like, basically like, what's the difference between criticizing something or someone, you know, giving criticism, constructive criticism, and abuse. She used the word abuse, like, you know, someone who's just like a hater. And Claudia finds it like really kind of frustrating that just because she's giving criticism of something, like she doesn't want, you know, she's not trying to spread hate. She just wants to have a valid opinion, which I totally support and believe in. And I think that's, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I make general statements all the time about genders, about people. I clump them together. I mean, you know, I make that mistake a lot. At the end of the day, I am an individualist. I do believe that a lot depends on like one individual, because like my family is 8 people, 6 kids, you know, and sometimes I make a general statement like we're the Stewarts, like this is just the Stewart family personality. Then other times I realize that everyone's actually really unique. We don't all look the same, we don't all act the same, we don't all think the same. We're different people, and that's why in our society a lot of times you break out into different families, because you're not really like gonna be attached to your family for the long term. Anyways, people are very fascinating, and I do think this topic is very fascinating, and I love the way Claudia talked about it. But on the other side of the coin, I wanted to talk about, so I commented on her video. She probably won't see it because she has a lot of following, but I just was curious because I'm not as smart as most intellectuals, and I don't think very critically often when I'm watching a film or reading a book or consuming any type of media, being a fan of anything. I usually base it off my emotions, my emotional response. So like, you know, like a song, say like I'm a fan of Taylor Swift, right? And say a video came out. Most of the time I have an initial emotional response, which could be, sorry, really positive or really like I'm not feeling it, but it's usually based on my feelings. But I don't think through it very rationally. Like usually in hindsight, I'm better at processing things rationally or logically. So yeah, I'm basically I'm not the best critical thinker. So my sort of question to Claudia was like, does it apply to all of us to critically think, or are some of us just not good at it? And is it bad if like maybe my standards aren't high enough, but a lot of times I don't criticize things, maybe I should. Like I understand everything she points out about, for example, I'm a Doctor Who fan, and everything Claudia points out about the sexism and stuff, and I understand it, and yet I don't criticize it. Does that make me bad, like, because I'm just kind of enjoying it as entertainment, and not really like thinking too hard about what the message is being sent? There's 2 sides of the coin, right? I think there should be a balance, because I think you should definitely not just be wishy-washy, and you should definitely think about what message is being sent through media. But at the same time, sometimes, you know, like I'm exhausted, I'm tired, like I've been overthinking so much, and I'm just like, I want to take a step back and kind of just enjoy it, or not enjoy it, but just like observe and be a little more passive. So yeah, that's sort of what's been on my mind since I saw her video. Anyway, I'm not as well spoken, well edited, and definitely not as big on YouTube as Claudia, but I love Claudia, always will, and mostly wanted to get this out there kind of like as a video diary in a way. So yeah.